Hey, soul survivors, we're going to talk about contraception and the narcissist and also the rubber band analogy. So, contraception with the narcissist, men and women can be narcissists. So, a lot of times there's some similarities between borderline as well. So, borderlines can do this too, people with other different kinds of mental illnesses, to where they want what they want. And they will use contraception in a way. They could say that they're taking birth control and not necessarily taking their birth control. There's times that somebody might put a pin through a diaphragm, which is a cervical cover to inhibit sperm to pass through and fertilize an egg. They can put poke holes through condoms, hoping to get you pregnant. They can say that they're going to wear a condom and then not wear it because the lights are off, or take it off midstream without you sometimes even knowing, to where they're trying to manipulate you, either to trap you or to catch you, whether it's male or female. Well, trap you either way. But the rubber band theory: can a narcissist ever really change? And this is kind of what it's like, is Dr. Romney had mentioned, where you take a rubber band and you stretch it and eventually it's going to snap. Over time it does kind of loosen, kinds of weakens. You can stretch it a little bit more, the elasticity isn't quite as strong. But that's what narcissism is like, is you can kind of train them to stretch them a little bit further to where they're following what they should be doing. And then eventually, when there is a stressor, that is when they're going to snap. So depending on how their life is going is how they're going to act. And I've always said it is the stressors that really bring out the narcissism, because narcissists are about that narcissistic supply. When they are low on supply, high in stress, they will snap. They'll go off on you. They'll blame you for things. The person closest to the narcissist is usually the one that gets the biggest brunt of it. So they can appear to be fantastic with other people. They can leave you crying and go hang out with buddies. They don't want to deal with your emotions. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't want to fear pressure of you trying to ask for some kind of compromise. Narcissists do not like to compromise, but be very careful with STDs. Are they going to be honest about that? Now, the closer you are with the narcissist, if you're married to them or in a long-term relationship, they may come forward, or they may start to ghost you while they get the medication that they may need, or to have some outbreak heal. But if it's just a fly-by-night person, somebody for a one-night stand, be really cautious how well you know the person. If they're just using you, they're not going to have very much concern. If they infect you with anything, they do lie. So, just because they show you an ID, it could be a fake ID. If they go to a hotel, you might not necessarily know where they live. There are license plates, doesn't mean it's necessarily theirs, but that is one way to kind of track who it may be. But we all need to protect ourselves, and you guys can do what you want to do, but be cautious on your sexual health, because there are predators out there that will use you. We have to be careful not to confuse sex or intimacy with love. Narcissists like to kind of sweep us off our feet, and it can be fantastic sex. It can be addicting, but a lot of times it's just for their self-gratification, and it gets confusing because of the future faking that they will do. So often you feel like you're in this true relationship, and things just instantly fall apart after however long. There could be weeks, months, decades. There's people who have been in these relationships for a long time. Be cautious of that trauma bond. The trauma bond will keep you locked in because of the intermittent reinforcement. It starts messing with your brain. You see them as they're, in a sense, the reason that you're hurting. So you are going to them to take away that pain. It's almost like if they are the one putting pressure on you, stomping on your leg with constant pressure, you're going to focus on them like, hey, take the pressure off my leg. You're not going to think about rebuilding your life and walking away and all those things, because we're focused on where the pain is coming from. But they don't have any concern to alleviate our pain. And as certain infections go untreated, they get worse. And in a sense, the narcissist has infected us with their poison. So we're going to start to either be confused or have brain fog. It's starting to mess with our brain. Our amygdala is swelling. We can physically feel the change in us. So if you are with somebody who is a narcissist, be cautious of how they use contraception. Are they being on the up and up? Is it somebody that you can truly trust? Because the narcissist, if they want something, they will go after it. So be clear on, understanding who your person is and be prepared. The narcissist will destroy lives. Now, having a baby can be a beautiful thing, but if you're not prepared for it, or if it's something that you don't want, or it's not necessarily at a stage you want to be trapped in this relationship because you don't necessarily know the person well enough. Also, people can go their separate ways when one person gets pregnant, but the narcissist will make life hell. They'll either completely abandon you. A lot of times it goes along with a smear campaign, or they will start to stalk you, harass you, burden you, put the blame on you, make you feel horrendous for not staying with them when, your gut's starting to feel like, did it just happen? Or was there some evil ways that caused the pregnancy? So just be aware of that. Be aware of the rubber band theory, where it's an analogy where the narcissist is like a rubber band. It can be useful. You can put your hair up, you can tie things together, but the damage and the pain that it causes when it snaps back, and the repeated snapping and not knowing when it's going to come, you never know when it's safe. You never know when it's safe. So you're going to start to feel guarded. And when you start to feel guarded, you're going to be very uncomfortable, and you're going to want that comfort back. Your body is telling you it's not safe. There are times you can talk through things, but with a narcissist, they do the future faking, the gaslighting, the blame shifting, the projection. Whew. There are a lot of red flags, and we have to accept what they are. If the narcissist isn't willing to change, just be aware it causes brain damage in us. And that's going to start destroying our lives as well. So if I can help you along the way, let me know. One-on-ones are available. Topic requests are always encouraged. Comment below, like and subscribe. The comments and the likes are what get this channel growing, and I appreciate it. You guys helped me reach 2,000 viewers so far, subscribers, and I'll see you soon.